everyone! For this week's vlog, I wanted to share an excerpt from my book. September is actually National Suicide Prevention Awareness Month, and this week, September 8th through the 14th, is National Suicide Prevention Week. And so you may see out on social media a lot being said about suicide, mental health awareness, about mental illness. And so this is why, because we need to talk about it and we need to share what we're going through. And so I wanted to share today an excerpt from my book, My Last Step Backward, of where I was dealing and where I was struggling with some of these very thoughts and feelings of depression and even suicide. And so I picked an excerpt that is almost 3/4 away through my book, starts on page 158. But this is what it says. I'm going to grab it here. It said, "I worried about everything. I feared life would become a series of failures, a string of botched questions and decisions, all seemingly more complicated because of my condition called quadriplegia. I worried about my future, my grades, my ability to maintain a long-distance relationship, and worst of all, my what-ifs. I heard the what-ifs constantly, whispering spirits ordained to fill my silence with doubts. When I appeared lost in a good book, I was playing the what-if game. Pretending to answer emails from friends, I was playing the what-if game. Triggering reruns of my life, the what-if game queued up past decisions, now in syndication for constant review, always leading to the accident at the Sheldon Theater. The what-ifs forced me to search out all the wrong turns I had taken. And no matter how long I played the what-if game, responsibility always fell on the same player, me. What if I hadn't been in the show? What if I had turned down the part of chorus girl? What if I hadn't been offended? I should have been offended when I was demoted from Grease star to minor player. Walk away from the part and this doesn't happen. Why was I so compliant? Why was I so easily pleased with my Oz role? What if I had gone out for basketball instead? What if I had gotten in a varsity game and proven myself? Surely I would have stuck with the team and missed tryouts for Oz altogether. What if I had never taken that step backward? What if someone had caught me before I fell?" The what-ifs presented an endless mind game with no answers and no winner. These questions cloaked my accomplishments. Every triumph I had that year, from beating septic shock to losing the trach, to leaving a hospital bed and learning to navigate the real world from a Swedish high-tech chair, all were tarnished by the game and the regrets it carried. I was facing a new paralysis that threatened my progress if I didn't stop playing what if. Talks with Jeremy or Holt helped, but both fought their own demons of regret. 2 or 3 disabled people sliding into the depths of self-pity only magnified the problem. I calmly covered my addiction to the game. Even my friends would say, "Wow, you're quiet today." But none of them seemed to suspect how low I was, how beat up I felt from playing and losing the what-if game. "Oh, I'm just tired," I would say. "So much homework. I'm drained by the end of the day." And everybody bought it. Everyone but my mom. I could not hide the what-if game from her. Mom knew that something had to stop this pattern of negative self-thought, or my addiction to it would paralyze me even more than my accident had. One evening, she interrupted yet another round of the what-if game and handed me a tattered yellow sheet of notebook paper. Random names and phone numbers covered the page, with no apparent rhyme or reason to their order. As she handed it to me, I asked, "What is this for?" She calmly noted, "It's a list of numbers that people wrote down for you while you were sleeping, while you were in your coma." I didn't know where or how to keep things. I was such a mess. But for some reason, I kept having them write things on the same piece of paper, my mom said. Every one of these visitors said to call, day or night. If you ever needed something, anything, I think it's time, Tasha. Take someone up on the offer. I was touched. I needed the reminder. So many people had reached out to me when I was sick and in the hospital, and I recognized names. I recognized these people. Sorry, I have to turn the page. I recognized the doctor who cried at the end of my bed the day I woke up. The family from overseas whose nation paid for the Mayo meditation room. The 2 Ellsworth women who prayed for me and then with me. At this moment, with Mom's help, I acknowledged that random offers for support, given months earlier, still held. All I needed to do was ask. I hope you've enjoyed this excerpt for today, but this last line is so powerful. It's the reason why we do what we do. It's why we created the Pick Crew movement. If you're struggling today with depression, suicidal thoughts, or you know someone that's struggling, ask for help. Tell someone, reach out. That's what I did. That's where the story continues, and I'm so thankful that I asked for help because it helped me immensely, and I'm so glad that I'm here today. So glad that I pressed through all of these what-if games, the struggling of depression, and living the life that I am today. Please hold on. Please stay. Thank you for joining me.